and welcome. These are horse racing selections for Saturday, the 14th of June. I am flatcapcallum and I'm hoping you are all very, very well. Alright, not everyone's well in the comments, are they? Oof, dear. It was going off a little bit. My head's been called for. Should resign, pack it up with instant, immediate effect. Everyone is entitled to their opinion, right? Whether I think they are incorrect or accurate, and yeah, you never know what's going on for people in their lives and what they're doing, right? As far as what's in the channel, I've lost £52 this year. There's worse things going on in the world. The year before, I lost a bit more than that. The year before that, I won a lot more than that. The year before that, I won a lot more than that. It's all in the description. You can have a look, right? You make your own choices, right? I appreciate on a losing day, it's not a lot of fun. I lose money, you lose money. I know I'm talking about the minority to the majority. If you don't like it, stop watching it, right? That's it. Chuck the DVD in the bin, delete the recording, whatever it might be. Turn off your app. I'm apologising to people for finding me that aggravating. All right. So, anyway, Saturday. You'd be very careful on Saturday. I'm playing 12 quid. That is absolutely no more than I want to do. A lot of thunderstorms, rain, and it's just gonna change the ground in ways you can't quite work out. And I got a little bit done for that on Friday night with the Irish selections because the ground just softened up there, generally speaking, they went for a wander in the market and ran like it. So so let's do the review. Do that first. It weren't very good, was it? Not particularly interested. That ran a decent race, was placed. That looks like it's done for in terms of retirement. Home is beckoning, and no. So we got back a couple of quid for £1.70 for the place on that one. And then, all of these drift. I mean, that went into 13-2 and then drifted like an absolute bar, drifted out. Basically, it was the ground. They wanted decent ground and it got soft. Got away with that on Thursday, didn't get away with that on Friday. So, what do I think about Saturday? I mean, it's below par for a Saturday. It's obviously Ascot Eve weekend in it, and there's no great shakes of racing. So I'm playing 4 races: 1 York, 1 Chester, 1 Sandown, 1 Downpatrick. 5 selections in total because 1 race at Chester I've got 2. They're all sort of the end of the afternoon type ones. So for most of them, like their last race of the day at the afternoon meetings. So I've got a split leg Yankee. That is how I've done it. And I've tried to find horses I'm comfortable to put out from a ground versatility point of view. It's saying on most of the going in the UK racing, it's going to be decent ground. You just can't quite tell. I think Sandown's probably still will be good ground. I think if you're York or you're Chester, there might well be some soft knocking about. So it's hard to tell. So I've got ground versatility horses. So 4:30 split leg on these 2. Hyper focus, pause for thought. Both lots of runs at Chester. I like Chester. It's very much horses for courses type course. Some horses like it, some do not. Good draw and ground versatile on both. So hyper focus at 16s, pause for thought 12s. That's starting us off. Then we're going 4:45 York. There's a few sort of ones that could have been close. If the ground was more solid, I might have played more. But Pisanello is the only one for me at York, 12-1. At that 4:45, we're playing the bumper at Downpatrick because we love a bumper. 5:10, passing Diamond 14-1, and then the 5:35 Sandown Diamond Bay. Basically, I just like picking horses with the name Diamond in. Someone suggested that the other night. Save myself some bother, so I did. Basically, didn't do any research. I just picked 2 horses with similar names. Thought that'll work in the bet. Diamond, everyone loves diamonds, so we've got Diamond Bay in there at 14-1. All right. I have to just. I know I have to say this because I know most people are fine and they're good with dry sense of humour. There are some people who take it literally. I did not just pick those horses because of the names, just so we're really clear. All right. Anyway, that's the bet, right? So it's all in the space of an hour and 5 minutes. 2 times 15p each way Yankees. 1 Yankees, Hyperfocus, and the next 3, and the other one is Pause for Thought and the next 3. So we want a decent start to get at least one framer in that 4:30 at Chester. I've then got 2 20p because I wanted to round it up. So, and this is the way that, from a value point of view, I would rather have the extra bit on this. 2 20p win doubles. So that's Hyperfocus on Pisanello and Pause for Thought on Pisanello. So if we can get a winner out those first 2, we've then got it a little bit more riding on to that York race. I mean, on a York race can be an absolute minefield. There we go. And then we go 50p each way singles on all 5, makes this a £12. Sky are better because they are currently 5 places on that Chester race. And then in order for you to get 4, is it 4, 4 and 4? Something, I think it is 4, 4 and 4. You need 365, Paddy, Betfair, Unibet or Betway. Next best after that in order to get it on most of them is Betfred and Boyle Sports. They are your best bookies. £12 is my investment. Sunday, there's possibilities of bits. So I will have a little look at Sunday and I will have a little look at Monday. Unless it's particularly decent. Well, I say particularly decent. It's not decent. Unless I've got some decent value stuff, I would be looking to no bet at least one of those days because it's going to be really busy next week with Ascot because I'm planning to do a video every day for Ascot. And with Ascot, I think I've said this before, but I'll be sticking to star horses for the main bets, and then I may do some additional each way combination double bets on some of the bigger field Ascot races. That's as much as I'm going to go through it. So if I've got something starred, I'll put it in the main bet, and that's what we'll play. And then it might be that I do some each way doubles or each way double treble combination type things. If I do that on some of those races, I'm not going to be putting out loads of singles. So I'm expecting next week to be higher amount of staking because it's Royal Ascot, but we're sort of nowhere near Cheltenham standard in terms of what I outlaid for that. And I know, historically, in the first year of the channel, I had a proper whole staking plan thing for Ascot. I think I did it the second year as well. I'll be honest, I'm just going to stick to what I'm doing on the channel and what I've been doing the last sort of few months, and picking out the ones I'm happy with the most, rather than sort of, personally I should be getting more stuck into Ascot, but it's a time thing as well. The time it takes to go through all of that and put it all out there, I'd rather just stick to the star system, and I may do an additional doubly treble bet on some, but maybe not all of those Ascot days. That's the plan. All right. Whatever you're doing this weekend, hope you're well. Depending on where you are, the weather could be completely different on Saturday, and then we're into a little bit of a heat wave. There'll be water in the ground left, right and centre in places to try and stop it going firm. We'll see how we navigate that, but yeah, I'd expect Ascot to definitely be looking like good on Tuesday. I think they'll try and avoid getting it to good to firm, so I think it'd be good ground. The challenge is, if they're watering, is about how even the track is in terms of the going. So it'll probably be a bit of a learning curve on the first day to try and work out, is there a draw? If you watch channel before at Ascot, you'll now talk about this. There's less of a draw bias in Ascot. It's more about track bias. Sometimes there's certain bits of track that run much faster than others, and it's about navigating where that might be. Some jockeys clock onto it early doors, some don't. Sometimes you think, well, going on the inside round the bend is a good idea. Sometimes actually hanging out round the back on the outside is actually where the better ground is. So you never quite know. Anyway, I'm stopping rambling. They're deliberately putting this video up earlier and it's shorter. That's me. I'll let you know about Sunday, Monday before we get there. Thank you very much. I'm still here and I'll be back for the next one. Bye bye.